How much? We won! Thank you, Cricket!
Companies like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook make billions of dollars off of your time and content online. We created Qriket because we believe every user should get a share of the revenue that they create. At Qriket, all of our users are partners in our business, and we give 40% of our revenue back to you.
Oh, yeah!
What is moving, Qriket family?
What's going on, Cricket family? Welcome back to another Cricket Live.
What is moving, Qriket family? Happy Thursday. Welcome to Qriket Live. I am your host, Johnny Comparelli, and Qriket Live, for those of you that are new, is the live game show you can play anywhere using your tablet, smartphone, or mobile device. If it is your very first time joining us, perhaps you're discovering us for the very first time on Twitch. Welcome, Twitch community. Perhaps you're discovering us for the very first time over on YouTube. Welcome to you guys. This is our very first week here live across Canada on Game TV. Welcome to you guys. We'll be here every day, Monday through Friday, every day at 4:30 Eastern Time, 1:30 Pacific Time. And it is super easy to join in the game, absolutely free, and win some cash for yourself. Head over to Qriket.com/how. Download the free app for your iPhone, your Android, or your tablet, and all the information you need to know on how to play is there for you. And you know what? You're just joining us now. You still have a little bit of time to jump into this game. Every half hour, we play 2 back-to-back Qriket Live games. And for those of you already here with us, getting those color selections up on the board, the game is very simple. You pick blue or gold. That's all of you guys making those selections behind me. We give you 30 seconds to make a blue or gold color selection, and then we spin the points wheel. Now, the points wheel determines how many points each round of our game is going to be worth, and our first spin of the game is going to be a big 8-point round. Of course, if you get your color selection correct and the wheel lands on your color, you earn that many points, and whoever has the most points at the end of each game ends up on our leaderboard. Each game going to be $2,000 in prizing, with $1,200 in the first place spot, $600 for the second place spot, and $200 for that third place spot, Qriket family. And remember, even if you're playing along on the app, you can also place your side picks on any of the emojis on the wheel, and that is all there is to it. So here's what you got to do. Get those color selections up on the board. Get the app if you don't have it yet, and we'll get our first spin of the game underway right after the break. Welcome back to Cricket Live, Cricket family. We are just about ready to get our first game of the half hour underway. If you missed us right before the break, the very first spin is going to be a big 8-point round. 6,786 of you over here on the blue side and 5,427 of you opting for that gold side. Round number 1, let's get into it. 8 points. Here we go. Your result for round number 1 to start off our first spin of the day is going to be the blue side, and if you're one of the 6,786 on the blue side, you guys are going to be adding the first 8 points to your score. Of course, if you're one of the 5,427 on the gold side, no points for you guys as we move on into round number 2. 30 more seconds, Cricket family, and let's take a look at the leaderboard after our first spin. If you're one of the 6,786 in first place, you're kicking it off with 8 points. Nobody in second, and nobody in third. As we move on into round number 2, get those selections up on the board, and let's check out your winner videos in today's Spin Stories.
Yay! Thank you! Yay! Thank you, Qriket! Thanks!
Oh my god, I just won $5. Dude, this is crazy. Dude. Oh.
I'm so excited! Yay! This is awesome! I've never won anything in my life! I'm like, I can't believe it! I can't believe I actually won! I literally played all of the games and I actually won for once. I'm so happy! I'm so happy!
Hi! I just won. I'd like to thank you. I was playing this during work. Thank you, Johnny, and the Qriket team.
And there you have it today. More of your beautiful faces in today's Spin Stories. And remember, if you win right here in Cricket Live, or perhaps on a side pick, or maybe you've won on the wheel in the app, wherever you've won, make sure you record your video, and you may see yourself right here live in one of our next Cricket Lives. But for now, the first 8 points in our first round going over to the blue side. It's time for round number 2. We'll give you guys 5 more seconds to get those selections up on the board. Let's spin the points wheel. You guys know where the first 8 points went, and this time for round number 2, going to be a 7-point round, keeping the game close. 6,273 of you have found yourselves on the blue side. The rest of you, 5,175, opting for that gold side. Round number 2, here we go. Your result for our second spin of our first game going to be the blue side along with the unicorn emoji. So if you're playing along with the side picks down below, that is 15 times your prize or spins. And for those of you just joining us in the game now, 6,273 of you are going to be picking up the next 7 points in round number 2. Of course, no points for the gold side in round number 2. The 5,175 of you moving on with nothing as we move on into round number 3. 30 more seconds. You guys know what to do. Get those color selections up on the board. And let's take a look at the leaderboard after our first 2 spins. 4,032 of you now in first place with a perfect score. The top score, 15 points. Behind them, it's 2,754 of you in second place, that $600 spot, with a score of 8 points, and only 1 point behind you, 2,241 of you in third, with a score of 7 points. Your first 2 results of today's game, both blue and blue. As we move on into round number 3, keep those color selections coming up, Cricket family, and let's go to Kaylin with today's product of the day review.
Hello Cricket fam, Kaylin here, and today's product of the day review is Zomoto's Pivot. It is a wireless 1080p HD 360 security camera and smart home device.
Thank you, Kaylin. Round number 3, we'll give you guys just a few more moments to get those final selections up on the board. Let's go to the points wheel. The previous 8 and 7-point rounds both going to the blue side, and look at this, another 7-point round. The game is going to remain very close. 5,670 of you finding the blue side, 5,931 of you opting for that gold side. It's round number 3, 7 points. Here we go. Your result for round number 3 now is going to give some love to the gold side. If you are one of the 5,931 on the gold side, you guys are picking up another 7 points. And the 5,670 of you on the blue side, no points. As we move on into round number 4, 2 spins left to go in our first game of the half-hour Qriket family in the game. Looks pretty tight. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. We started off with an 8-point round, followed by 2 back-to-back 7-point rounds. 1,530 of you currently in first place with a score of 22 points. 3,492 of you sitting in second place with a score of 15 points. And 1 point all the difference between second and third, still with 1,116 of you in third with a score of 14 points. Your first 3 results of our first game, blue, blue, and gold, as we move on into round number 4. 30 seconds, Qriket family, get those color selections up on the board. And if you are discovering us for the very first time, perhaps on Twitch, welcome Twitch community. Welcome to everyone discovering us on YouTube. We're also simul streaming to Instagram, Facebook as well. So if you're finding us there, welcome to you guys. And last but not least, of course, you may be finding us for the very first time. It's our first week here on Game TV nationwide across Canada. And we'll be here every day, Monday through Friday at 4:30 Eastern Time, 1:30 Pacific Time to play some more cricket and give out some more prizes. And the best thing about it is it's absolutely free to come in and join and play along in real time. All you have to do is head over to Qriket.com/how, download the free app for your iPhone, your Android, or your tablet, and you can yourself come and play, win some cash for yourself. And the best part yet is right after this game, in the second part of the half hour, we have a brand new, fresh game started. So you have a little bit of time to jump in. But for now, those of you battling for the first place spot in our next 2 spins, let's go to the points wheel for round number 4. Big point rounds all game long so far, and it's going to change that up a little bit. 1 point here for round number 4. 6,606 of you opting for the blue side this time. 5,301 of you choosing the gold side. Round number 4, 1 single point, Qriket family. Let's keep it moving. Here we go. Your result for round number 4 now is going to be the blue side, but with that color switch emoji, the points are going over to the gold side. If you are one of the 5,301 on the gold side, lucky for you with that color switch, you guys are getting that single point here in round number 4. If you are one of the 6,606 on the blue side, no points for you guys as we move on into our final spin of our first game in the half hour. 30 more seconds. You guys know what to do. Let's take a look at the leaderboard after 4 spins. 531 of you sitting in first place with a score of 23 points. That's the top score. And now it has become a 1-point game between first and second, with 999 of you sitting in second with a score of 22 points. And look at that, the same amount of you in third place, 999 of you with a score of 16 points. Your first 4 results of today's game, equally blue and gold, with 2 in the beginning for blue and 2 later on for gold as we move on into round number 5. Get those final selections up on the board, Qriket family, and while you do that, let's head over to Kaylin with today's product of the day review.
Nifty 360 device can record video to its internal memory of 16 gigabytes or directly to the cloud. It is a smart device that can function as a standalone device, or you can hook it up to be the smart hub for your home. It has sensors to monitor the temperature and humidity of your home. It has an external mic so that you can do 2-way voice calls between different smart devices in your home to speak with your family. It also has a Bluetooth speaker. And to make it even easier and more convenient, it has an app that you connect to your phone so you can manage it manually or set everything up to be automatic.
Thank you, Kaylin. Our last spin of our first game of the half hour just about to kick off right now. Round number 5. 5 more seconds to get those final selections up there. Let's spin the points wheel. 1 point in our previous round, going over to the gold side after that color switch. And our final spin of our first game is going to be 6 points here in round number 5. 6,966 of you on the blue side. 5,031 of you selecting the gold side. 6 points for round 5. Here we go. Your final result of our first game of the half hour Qriket family is going to end off on the gold side. And with that emoji, we're also going to be adding $50 to the grand prize, and good timing for that as well. The grand prize going up to $1,250. And those of you on the gold side, 5,031 of you picking up the final 6 points here. If you're one of the 6,966 on the blue side, no points for you guys. And that was our last round of our first game. 207 of you ending up in that first place spot here in our first game of the half hour. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and the final prize breakdown. 207 of you are going to be sharing that first place prize of $6.04 going to each of you. 369 of you in second place going to be sharing $1.63. And 324 of you finishing off in third place, sharing that $200 prize with 62 cents. Your first 5 results of today's game, blue, followed by 3 golds, and that will conclude our first game of the half hour. Now, if you are just joining us, head over to Qriket.com/how, download the free app because we're kicking off another game right after the break. So do that now. Congratulations to all of our winners on the leaderboard. And round number 2, or game number 2, is kicking off right after this. Welcome back to Qriket Live, Qriket family. Qriket Live is the live game show you can play anywhere using your tablet, smartphone, or mobile device, and we are just about ready to kick off our second game of the half hour. If you are just joining us for the very first time, perhaps you are just discovering Qriket Live for the very first time, it is very easy. You still have a little bit of time to jump into our last game of the half hour. Head over to Qriket.com/how and download the free app to jump in and win some cash for yourself. It's time for round number 1 now. 6,354 of you have found yourselves on the blue side to kick off our game, and 5,373 of you on that gold side. Let's spin the points wheel and get our second game of the half hour kicked off now. We're going to kick off with 7 points now, and very much like our first game of the half hour, starting off with some big points. Round number 1, here we go. Your result for round number 1 to get us started is going to be the blue side, and we're going to start that off with the minus $50 emoji. And that means our grand prize total going down to $1,150. But the good news is, if you're one of the 6,354 on the blue side, you guys are getting 7 points added to your score. If you are one of the 5,373 on the gold side, you guys are no points yet. No points for you guys yet as we move on into round number 2. 30 more seconds. Great family, you guys know what to do. Get those color selections up on the board, and let's take a look at the leaderboard so far. If you're one of the 6,354 that started us off on the blue side, well, you guys are the only ones on the leaderboard so far with 7 points. Nobody in second quite yet, and nobody in third. Your first result, that blue result, as we move on into round number 2. Get those color selections up on the board, and let's go back to Kaylin with today's product of the day review.
All right, so now we're gonna test out this bad boy and see how it holds up. Use the app to easily manage your smart home with Pivot. Pivot will send alerts to your phone through the app. It's able to rotate 360 degrees and also is able to detect motion in a 360-degree radius. With a Bluetooth speaker and built-in mic, you can speak with your family or play music.
Hey, Kaylin, do you want to get lunch?
Sounds good. How's pizza?
Thank you, Kaylin. Cricket family, we'll give you 5 more seconds to get those final selections up on the board, and let's go back to the points wheel. The first 7 points of the game going over to the blue side to get us started, and now round number 2 will be pretty close behind with 6 points. 6,273 of you on the blue side, 5,616 of you on the gold side. Round number 2, let's keep it going. Here we go. Your result for round number 2 in our second game of the half hour is going to be the gold side, and that is going to be the minus points for the gold side. So if you are one of the 5,616 on the gold side, you guys are having 6 points deducted from your score in round number 2. And if you're one of the 6,273 on the blue side, you guys are safe for the time being. Your score will remain exactly the same as we move on into round number 3. 30 more seconds. Cricket family, did that shake up the leaderboard a bit? I bet it did. Let's take a look right now. 4,158 of you now in first place with a score of 7 points. 7 points still remaining, the top score. 2,196 of you behind with a score of 1 point, and still nobody in third place as we make our way into our third spin of this second game of the half hour. Your first 2 results, blue and gold. Cricket family, so while you guys get those color selections up on the board, guess what? We got more of your winner videos, so let's check out more of your spin stories.
We won! Yay! $5! Woo! Yippee!
We won $200! Yay! Yay! We won $200!
Woohoo! $100! Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Cricket. It's awesome. Thank you. My boy.
I won $250. I won $250. Here's my little boy.
Thank you, Cricket.
Thank you, Cricket.
Ah! We won $200! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
Cricket family, more of your spin stories, and of course, if you win right here on the show, perhaps you win on the side pick, or maybe you'll win on the app in between any of our shows, make sure you record your spin story when prompted. You may see yourself right here live on the show. It's time for round number 3 now. Let's go to the points wheel and take a look. 6 points in our previous round being deducted from the gold side because of the minus points emoji, and here in round 3, very fitting, it's going to be 3 points with 6,831 of you on the blue side, 5,715 of you on the gold side. Round number 3, 3 points. Here we go. Your result for our third spin here in our second game of the half hour. Look at that, it's the blue side, but with the color switch, you know what that means. The points going over to the gold side, and the gold side's gonna need it. You guys had minus points in the previous round. This time, all 5,715 of you gonna be picking up 3 points here in round number 3. And if you're one of the 6,831 on the blue side, no points for you guys as we move on into round number 4. Keep those color selections coming, Qriket family. You guys aren't quite as fast as you were yesterday, but we'll give you enough time to get those selections up there. Let's take a look at before round number 4. The leaderboard first, of course. 2 spins left to go here in our second game of the half hour. 1,098 finding yourselves in first place after 3 spins with a top score of 10 points. That's the score to beat, with 3,060 of you right behind them with a score of 7 in second place. And in third place, 855 of you with a score of 4 points. Your first 3 results of today's game, blue, gold, and gold. As we enter round number 4, there are 2 spins left to go, and hopefully we keep the winner train going, Qriket family, while you get those selections up on the board. Let's go back one last time to Kaylin with today's product of the day review.
This is the smart gadget to have for security purposes in your home, or even to catch those precious moments when you haven't quite caught what your kids are up to. Also, if you get this and you ever find out what your pets do when you're not home, let me know. Thank you so much, Qriket family. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Kaylin. Round number 4, 5 more seconds. Let's spin that points wheel and see where the points wheel ends up now. The gold side getting those last 3 points. And look at this, back-to-back 3-point rounds here in round number 4. 6,966 of you opting for the blue side this time. And the gold side's a little thin, 5,652 of you still sitting over there on that gold side. Round number 4, 3 more points up for grabs. Here we go. Your result for round number 5 now is going to be the blue side, and it's just going to be the blue side. No emoji there. 6,966 of you on the blue side, going to be adding 3 points to your score. And of course, no points for the gold side as we move on into round number 5. Our final spin of the day, Qriket family, and our final spin of the second game of the half hour. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And with 1 spin left to go, it is a very close game now. 603 of you in first place with a score of 13 points. That is the top score. 2,511 of you in second place with a score of 10 points, and 1,485 of you in third place with a score of 7 points. Much like our first game, the results blue, gold, gold, and blue equal blue and gold love as we enter round number 5. Let's go to the points wheel. We'll give you guys 5 more seconds to get those final selections up on the board, and the final round is going to be 4 points here in round number 5. 5,913 of you opting for the blue side, 5,220 of you opting for the gold side, pretty much even. It's our final spin of the game, Qriket family. Round number 5. Here we go. Your final result of today's game is going to end up on the gold side along with that rocket emoji, Qriket family. If you are one of the 5,220 on the gold side, you are picking up the final 4 points. And if you were playing the side picks and you got that rocket emoji down below on the app, Qriket family, congratulations to you. That is 15 times your prize there. Congratulations. And that concludes our game. The final set of points, the final 4 points going to the gold side, meaning we have 243 of you ending up in our first place spot. Let's take a look at the final leaderboard and how everything ended up. 17 points rather was that top score, with 243 of you finishing in first place. Congratulations. 522 of you right behind in second place with a score of 14. And look how close second and third was. 360 of you finishing in third place with a score of 13 points. Your final 5 results of today's game, blue, gold, gold, blue, and gold. Congratulations to our winners, and that'll do it for us here at Qriket Live. Remember, we're here every day, Monday through Friday at 4:30 Eastern Time, 1:30 Pacific Time. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Congratulations to our winners, and as always, big kiss. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy spinning.